Well, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, it does not work without you guys. Let's get open for business here, and let's wake up the football gods. Wake up, wake up. It's Sunday morning and another Sunday without football, but we sit here 119 days, 11 hours, 24 minutes, and 5 seconds away from kickoff of the 2020 season. Keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully that's when we'll have the kickoff of our season. And I got to tell you, the NFL, boy, they need to get those training facilities and get those players together to keep them busy. I want to take a flashback this morning to about a month ago, with the rage that was going on. And let me go ahead, I'll just play the clip.
Screw it. I'm going to say what I believe. And the people out there who have a problem with it, that's your problem. It's not my problem, because we have throughout the country now, in states and in counties, clear mandates on what is and is not allowed. And in Texas, it is clear. You should not be going to a gym. And in Dallas County, Texas, site of the gym where Dak Prescott and Des Bryant were working out yesterday, the rules are clear. Do not leave your home. So Des and Dak, clearly in defiance of state and local order yesterday, working out at a gym in Dallas County, Texas, and then posting the video of it on social media. And of course, the reaction is, well, they're all 6 feet apart in the video that they posted. Well, of course they're going to post video of them at least 6 feet apart. They learned from the backlash last week when they had their arms draped over each other and they were in close quarters when they were working out, that they shouldn't have any video evidence of them when it was a group of at least 6 guys within 6 feet of each other. But they are in a state, in a county where they should be at home. They should not be at this gym. This gym shouldn't be open. It's amazing how brazenly some of these NFL athletes are defying the local orders and then posting the evidence of it on social media. There are 2 problems here. Number one, they're not complying with measures that are being put in place to help limit the spread of the coronavirus. And number 2, it is sending a horrible message to anyone out there who sees it. Anyone out there who is thinking, this is no big deal. I can do what I want. I need to go out and exercise with my friends. I need to go play basketball. I need to go practice football. You know, the world is going to be back to normal at some point. I want to be ready for it. And I'm young. I'm strong. I'm fit. I'm not going to die from this. Why are people not grasping the reality that even if it doesn't affect you, you are spreading it from person to person, and then you bring it home and you spread it to someone else, and they spread it to someone else, and eventually it kills someone? Chris, why is it so hard for people to understand this?
Well, I mean, honestly, Mike, that's what it's probably going to take for people to really hit home. Is there's going to be some scenario that you just mentioned. Yes, some, young guy or young kid who feels like he's immune to it, and then he does whatever he wants, and somebody in his family ends up passing away from COVID-19, and then, people start to realize, like, oh, that's stupid. Now, hey, being young, we're seeing young people at first did not take this very seriously. And we've seen a lot of young athletes who certainly have that same mindset. And I understand that. I was one of them at one point, too. I was dumb and stubborn and thought I was like Teflon Don and you can't hurt me and I'm just immune to anything. It's part of being a professional athlete. But this is different, and there's just no excuse here. And again, once you said it, Mike. I mean, these are Dak Prescott's a leader. He's a guy I look up to. I think he is like a top-notch person, leader. I mean, hey, listen, we just heard Amari Cooper turned down less money from the Washington Redskins, significantly less.
More
to
money.
Go back to the Dallas Cowboys.
He
I
turned
got a big
down
reason
more
for that
money.
is because Dak Prescott, his people skills, his leadership, he's made Amari Cooper feel really comfortable. But again, Dak, you're smarter than this, and I don't want him to set a bad example. And listen, I have sympathy here too. As a competitor and as a crazy athlete, an athlete, when you're 24, 25, 26 years old, he's waking up every morning stressed out like, oh, I got to get my work in if I want to be the best I can be this year. So there is that little fight within the brain. But right now, we just got to be smarter than that. And we can't, set the bad example for the other young people out there or the people who are dying to kind of cross over the line and go, oh, screw it. I'm young, it doesn't matter. If I get corona, I get corona. You're going to embolden people that way, and that's what I don't like either.
And let's be clear on this. They were working out at A+D1 training in Dallas County, Texas. And in the state of Texas, the order from the governor as of March 31, people shall avoid, not should, shall avoid eating or drinking at bars, restaurants, and food courts, or visiting gyms, massage establishments, tattoo studios, piercing studios, or cosmetology salons. Visiting gyms, prohibited statewide. And in Dallas County, all public or private gatherings of any number of people occurring outside a single household or living unit are prohibited. Prohibited. So they're in Dallas County. They are not in a single home. Obviously, they're at a gym. They shouldn't be at the gym. I mean, I don't know how this stuff is allowed to happen. And how stupid do you have to be to put the evidence of it on video?
Yeah.
Des Bryant.
Okay, so that's enough of Mike Frillo, who always has an agenda against Dallas Cowboys, especially Des Bryant. So I've done a couple of videos in the last week. It's hard to actually keep up because it was last weekend that we heard about Earl Thomas being chased at gunpoint by his wife for some stuff, okay? And that one, none of these things have been a blip on the radar. I literally cannot wait till tomorrow for the Talking Head shows, because it wasn't just Mike Farello and Pro Football Focus or Pro Football Talk. Sorry, didn't mean to disgrace you, Pro Football Focus. But it was all the talking heads. You had skip. I don't recognize Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, he just seems to be a rebel and things. And so yesterday, we were talking about Redskins wide receiver Cody Latimer, who got arrested for firing a weapon in an apartment in Colorado. Couple days before that, we were talking about Quentin Dunbar and DeAndre Baker, who were at an all-night party and ended up robbing the party at gunpoint. Then before that, it was Bashaud Breeland, who was arrested I can't remember where he was arrested, but he was arrested with weed and resisting arrest, and he's lucky to be alive because in some places, you'd been shot for resisting arrest. They just pulled a gun out on him. And lo and behold, I wake up this morning, I'm laying there in bed, and I was going to talk about Phyllis George and the groundbreaking video. Excuse me, that video wasn't actually video. It was actually television. I don't even think VCRs were there then. But the interview with Roger Staubach, when Roger Staubach was being compared to Joe Namath, he said, I like women just as much as Joe Namath. I like sex just as much as Joe Namath, but I just have it with just one girl. And that was an incredible interview with Captain America that literally changed the face of NFL broadcasting. That's what I was going to talk about this morning. But lo and behold, here we have now Ed Oliver of the Buffalo Bills arrested in Houston for DUI, an open container, and a pistol in his car. Now, mind you, let me say that I am not saying any of these people are guilty. I'm not. That's up to the court of law and everybody else to work out. I am not presuming they are guilty. What I have a problem with is Dak Prescott, Dez Bryant, Zeke Elliott were working out, and you hear them go through and say, the rules are clear. Here we go. The rules are clear. Well, so is drunk driving. Drunk driving, I believe that is actually a law. That's pretty clear. I've seen commercials on TV for years about drunk driving and how you got the nice car and the pretty girl, okay? And you drunk driving and now you're walking and riding the bus and she's gone and your car's gone. And you're broke. So I believe those rules were pretty clear. I believed armed robbery. I got to think that that's pretty clear. I got to think that that's pretty clear. Right? So tomorrow, I just want to see the talking heads have the same energy when it comes to all these other guys. Because now you got a whole weekend's worth. You got Cody Lattimore, you got DeAndre Baker. They just turned themselves in yesterday, okay? And now you got Ed Oliver. So you got 4 guys over the course of the weekend. Let's see if those 4 guys equal the outcry that you had about Dak Prescott and Zeke Elliott and Des Bryant working out. And herein lies the problem why so many of you guys look and say, well, Dak Prescott isn't any good. The Dallas Cowboys, they're just bad people. Because they only talk about one team. They don't focus. All of these other guys, that's just swept under the rug. So you only hear, and the only thing in your mind is the Dallas Cowboys. All I'm asking for is a fair shake for my team. I'm not looking for any preferential treatment, regardless of what you think, Philly 500. The Cowboys don't get the breaks. They don't get the benefit of the doubt. Other guys, well, yeah, they do. All right, y'all. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of rain today. I've got a lot of those racks to get together. I appreciate everybody checking out the website and stuff, and hopefully you enjoy it. Leave me a comment and let me know any comments about the website, things you think that are great, things you think need worked on, or things that should be added to it. So, as always, friends, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. I will see you guys soon.